Every day is completely different. COVID still is monopolizing most of the nurses' day and the clinic aides' days. That is something we deal with on a daily basis, handling any positive cases, doing the contact tracing, quarantining children if needed, monitoring that, tracking it on a daily basis, making sure kids who are supposed to be in quarantine don't return before they're supposed to. Just making sure that even kids in the classroom with symptoms, that we're assessing them appropriately and sending them home if needed according to our COVID policy. So that takes up a big portion of our day. The biggest challenge with COVID in general is just having that extra workload that takes on the majority of our day, and then trying to also maintain our regular job responsibilities.
COVID has now presented a whole new ball of wax for nurses. We have sort of become an extension of the health department. And so what my role has really become is an educator, to educate families. This is what is recommended by the health department and the CDC. You know, we strongly recommend you keep your child home, or your child's fine to come to school, just monitor for symptoms. But a big role of my job now is education. I have felt very spread thin this year. There are days that attendance may send me 50 or 70 phone calls, but I have to go through and call all those parents and screen what needs, and we've never had those volumes of phone calls before, and it's just two of us. My coworker and I get here as early as 6:30 just to have time to kind of get things set up for the day and answer phone calls, because sometimes parents call in the middle of the night or early morning. So I try and get the information I need as to whether their child needs to quarantine or not, or what's going on. So we're working a lot of overtime this year. If I had to say that there was a blessing to COVID, the nurses are the most cohesive we've ever been. We have open communication. We really help each other and work as teams, not in silos. It's also helped us to become more cohesive with guidance, the teachers. It's really, I think the nurses feel more a part of the staff than they ever have, just because of the need for communication. So that's really been a strength.
The whole situation is just frustrating for parents as well. I know it's hard for parents when you take time off work to come pick up your sick child. It's hard, it's frustrating when you have to take time off of work if your child tests positive. So I understand that frustration. The main thing that would make it, of course, a little bit easier for all of us to get through this together is just try and be kind, just understand that we are not making the rules, we are just trying to enforce them and do what we need to do to keep our families, students, and staff safe.